Mayim Bialik's ride into the spotlight kicked off when she was just a kid, doing gigs in TV and movies. Fast forward to 1990, she snagged the main spot in the sitcom Blossom, rocking 114 episodes over 5 seasons. Jump to 2010, she made a solid comeback to mainstream TV, securing the role of Amy Farrah Fowler in The Big Bang Theory, where she played the love interest of Jim Parsons' character, Sheldon Cooper. Plus, she's now a permanent host on the hit game show Jeopardy! But hey, life ain't always smooth, especially for Bialik. Despite early wins, it's the more recent grown-up years that threw some serious curveballs her way. It's not her kid actor days that shaped her, it's dealing with controversies from public talk and personal disasters that's molded her journey. This channel's got the lowdown on everyone and everything that's a big deal, past and present. Whether it's good or bad, as long as it makes you go, who the asterisk is this person? Subscribe now so you're never left clueless at parties again when you don't know who someone is. Sure, The Big Bang Theory brought her fame and a fat paycheck, but it wasn't all sunshine. In her podcast, Bialik Breakdown, she spilled the tea on wrestling with anxiety during shoots. Therapy tried to help, but anxiety still played goalie, messing with her on-set game. 2012 was like a roller coaster for Bialik. While getting props for her Big Bang Theory gig, life threw her a car crash that messed up her hand real bad. But guess what? She bounced back pronto, proving she's a workhorse. One memorable gig from The Big Bang Theory was Amy and Sheldon's wedding. Behind the scenes, though, Bialik was juggling personal drama, having recently split from her hubby. Being a happy bride on screen clashed with real-life infections and weight gain struggles, showing the gap between the TV fairy tale and her actual battles. Post-Big Bang Theory, Bialik rocked it in the Fox sitcom Call Me Kat. But 2022 brought a gut-punch co-star. Leslie Jordan bit the dust in a car crash linked to sudden heart issues. Tough times for Bialik and the crew. With the #MeToo movement hitting Hollywood, Bialik chimed in through a New York Times piece, shedding light on the industry's messed up side. She laid down her game plan for dodging workplace harassment, catching both cheers and jeers. Bialik's podcast spilled the beans on her showdown with eating disorders, anorexia, and binge eating, stirred by the crazy body standards in the biz. Opening up about her recovery journey was her way of shouting out for mental health. Beyond the food fight, Bialik spilled about her bout with obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, on socials. She busted myths, making it clear that OCD ain't just a quirky preference. It's a heavyweight contender messing with her daily flow. In the love department, Bialik clocked 9 years with businessman Mike Stone before calling it quits. Divorce ain't a walk in the park, but Bialik's all about keeping it real and putting the kids first. Now you'd think raking in cash from The Big Bang Theory would mean Bialik's living the high life. Nah, fam. Even trying to treat herself to fancy jewelry after the show wrapped felt like walking on hot coals. She's still got that down-to-earth vibe, steering clear of flashy personal splurges. As a host on Jeopardy! Alongside Ken Jennings, Bialik caught some flack, dealing with criticism about wonky rules and a vibe some found unprofessional. But she rolled with the punches, holding it down on a big deal show like Jeopardy! Bialik's not shy about speaking her mind, touching on everything from mental health to stirring the pot with her takes on parenting and vaccines, her thoughts on dressing modestly to avoid trouble caused a stir, and she had to say sorry for any unintentional upset. In a nutshell, Mayim Bialik's career and life journey show she's tough in the face of tough times. From on-set nerves to personal battles, she keeps growing, using her platform for real talk and standing up for what she believes in. In 2021, Mayim Bialik got real on her podcast, Mayim Bialik's Breakdown, chatting with author Glennon Doyle. It was a first. She spilled the beans on dealing with eating disorders like anorexia and binge eating. Bialik spilled that the pressures of showbiz, especially looks-wise, messed with her relationship with food. She came clean about being a big-time overeater while also dealing with anorexia, clearing up the confusion about her weight. Inspired by Doyle, she got into her journey to recovery, ditching caffeine and booze to keep her mental health front and center. Eating struggles aside, Bialik also wrestled with obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, a mental health thing where obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors play tag. She set the record straight on Insta, saying OCD isn't just being picky or a control freak, it's her way of dealing with anxiety. Bialik bared it all about the mind game she faces daily in a video she dropped on social media. Before hitting 30, Bialik tied the knot with businessman Mike Stone in 2003, rocking 2 kiddos over the next decade. But even fairy tales coattails hit bumps, and after 9 years, they called it quits. Bialik put their kids first, focusing on making co-parenting cool with Stone. Thanksgiving together, even with Stone's new squeeze in the mix, showed they were all about creating positive fam vibes. Even with the sweet TV cash rolling in post The Big Bang Theory, Bialik wasn't feeling the fancy life. She tried to mark the end of the show with some pricey jewelry but felt weird about it. Her groove is still keeping things low-key, steering clear of over-the-top treats for herself. As one of the hosts on Jeopardy next to Ken Jennings, Bialik caught some flack from fans. They called her out on rules and her vibe on the job. Still, she stayed in the hosting game, stepping into the shoes of the legendary Alex Trebek. Beyond the TV hustle, Bialik spoke up on all sorts of stuff, dropping knowledge on mental health, family dynamics, and some controversial stuff too. Her hot takes on natural births, parenting choices, and vaccines sparked debates and raised eyebrows. Her shift from a no-vax stance to getting the COVID-19 vaccine showed she's got layers and still has questions about the vaccine scene. Growing up in a Jewish home, Bialik rocked her modern Orthodox Jewish identity. When her dad passed in 2015, she did the Jewish thing, taking a year to grieve. Her faith shines through her work, inspiring the film As They Made Us, with a cast that's got stars like Dustin Hoffman, Simon Helberg, and Deanna Agron. All in all, Mayim Bialik's ride through life and fame tells a story of staying strong, facing personal battles head-on, and using her voice to push mental health awareness and real talk.